Hey guys, Civilord here, back in with another action figure review, and today my reviews of the Mythic Legion's Rising Suns wave come to an end. Alone tier 4, the Mythic Legion's Rising Suns wave, because everything must come to an end, right? No, but unfortunately we live in the cruel reality where things do end, and that freaking sucks. But either way, today we're going to be taking a look at the Exiles Under the Mountain 2-pack brought to us by the fine folks over at Horsemen Studios. Now, it should not be any surprise to any of you that these guys are from the House of the Noble Bear. But on top of the fact that we will be looking at this Dwarf 2-pack, we will be looking at the Dwarf accessory set as well. Consider it a bit of a bonus, a parting gift for the Rising Suns wave. That said, I do have a secondary parting gift going up for you guys tomorrow that will 100% wrap up our Rising Suns reviews. So stay tuned for that. With that being said, we have a lot to cover, so why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review and take a look-see at all these guys have to offer in terms of accessories, starting off with some alternate heads. We have this helmeted head with some horns. That's pretty cool. Not sure where that's going. Probably in a bag for now. It is what it is. That said, we do also have some unhelmeted heads. We have both a female and a male one. The male one is Baldy McBalderson here. The female one is, I don't know, close to another fictional character that has red hair that exists in the time of sword, sorcery, sand, and sandals. Of course, I'm referring to Red Sonja because those people deserve to be roasted. Either way, we have this head. I guess put it on that new legendary warrior chick if you want her to have red hair. At least it looks like red hair to me. I don't know. That said, this is meant to be Ragna Stormforger's sister, but I kind of prefer the helmeted head because that's closer to a helmeted head that Ragna figure came with. So that's what we're going to be using. We do get two different neck pieces in this 2-pack. We have a short stubby one, which works best with the helmets, and we have this longer one with the hinge, which you can use when you want to put that cloak on. If you don't use this, you're not getting that cloak on. If you use this, the head is going to pop off constantly, so keep that in mind. It is a little long, but it is what it is, I'm afraid. We also have this, I don't know, this is some kind of belt. Does it fit around her waist, maybe? I don't know what this is. This looks really, really small. It kind of looks like it could fit around her waist, but I don't know. I need to watch Dorklayer's review of this 2-pack again to figure out what this thing is. It looks like a belt for the female, but I don't know. So, I'll have to figure that out. Now, as far as weaponry goes, we have a couple different axes. We have the same axe we got with Brotur of Bjorngar the other day. And then we have a new Dwarven style axe, which has the newer handle that you can pop the end off from. So I'm curious what else we'll be able to put on the end of that. I wonder if this is the same handle that the big broad axe has. I don't think so, but maybe. We also have a new shield, which has a removable handle. A lot looser than the other handles we've seen, which I don't really mind. It's not loose enough to fall off, but it's not loose enough to make me cringe to no end either. We have this hammer here, which is a new hammer piece. You could pop the end off. In fact, let me check something here. You got this handle, this hammer. You could probably do this and shorten it a bit, I guess. It does shorten it a tiny bit, I think. Maybe it's about the same. But if you want the wrapped look for the hammer, you can do that. That looks good. Now, switching those back around. Like so. Got that. And then we also have this Gladius style sword. Can go on this guy's sheath here. Slot that right in. A lot of these characters have a sword like that in this wave, I noticed. This guy also has that little braid piece that Broter came with. I did have to heat up the belt to get that through there. I don't know why the secondary loop is so stiff, but I had to heat that up to get that in. That said, it ain't going anywhere, so I'm not taking it out. But there's that. Moving stuff off to the side a little bit more. We have a drinking horn, which is fun. I think that's cool. And then we have a torch, which, unlike Despotar's torch, does not appear to come apart. It's just a literal torch with a wooden stump to it. That said, the Dwarf Weapons pack comes with a lot of the same stuff. Like, it comes with a torch. Same style torch. It comes with the same belt add-on pieces we've seen throughout this wave. We got this one, and then this braid thing again. We have the two different axes. I think both of them are in here. Oh, maybe the other axe isn't in here. Well, we get the one axe, and we do also get the hammer, if I can get it out. It doesn't want to come out of the packaging. There we go. You get the same style axe and hammer with the same removable pieces here. Pop this off of that if you want. You can pop this off of this if you want. Ooh, there we go. Do what you will with those. We also get the same kind of gladius style sword, or short sword, whichever. And then we get shield. Oop. Also get the drinking horn, which, does this have a... No, it doesn't. It doesn't have a loop. So you can hang it off the belt, which kind of sucks. I would have liked to have hung it off the belt. But last but not least, we also get the shield. That is everything. Also get the shield, which, not for nothing, this handle is just as kind of easy to pop on. And that's your lot. That is all you get in the Dwarf Weapons pack. So pretty much the same stuff you get in here, albeit short an axe, short a couple of, well, whatever this thing is. But you also get a couple more belt add-on pieces. And of course you get more heads in the 2-pack, because it's a 2-pack with figures in it. That said, moving her off to the side, let's look at the guy first. I'm not going to go over articulation with the dude, but I will give you a close-up look at this head sculpt, because this is a tribute head to a member of the Legion's community who passed away a number of years ago. And it was a free gift for anyone who ordered, I think, an all-in only. I don't know if you got it if you just ordered direct, like the time they did the Cosmic Legion's Golden Skull and whatnot, but this is a tribute head to a member of the community that passed away, so I figured what better figure to put this on than this guy here, and I like having the cloak on him as well. I think that looks good. And he's got some new pieces. I think the torso's new, the belt's from the Mouse King, the legs, the upper legs are also from the Mouse King, these lower legs are new, these boots are new, these glove pieces are new. I think the hands are new also. They don't have the right hinge for holding weapons, unfortunately. I think these pauldrons might be new too, but don't quote me on that. Which kind of sucks, because I think they were supposed to come with alt hands, but that didn't happen, obviously. And then we have Ragna, Stormforger's sister here, who, again, has a lot of new going on. She's got the 1.0 arms, which aren't new, but they're newer to me. Because, like I said, other than Neve, I never messed with these parts before. I don't know if her skirts are new. She does have the little soft goods piece there, which is fine. She's got the big, thick booty piece like Neve. She's got a new armored torso piece. She's got this fur, I don't know if you want to call this a scarf or a shawl or whatever this is, but she's got this fur piece going on. And then she's got this cool helmeted head, which adds to the dwarf proportions. And really, you can look up with it, but the head will pop off the ball a little bit. But I like having this head a little bit closer to the body. It makes it look a little more proportionate. But with this guy, you know, I have to have this extended hinged neck on there, or else his head's just not going to sit on there right. And I do kind of lean it forward to help give him that dwarf posture. But as far as articulation on these guys go, the head will rotate on the ball socket, obviously. The necks will rotate, but these small ones, I would heat them up before you pop them in because they're really, really tight. I mean really, really tight. That said, her arms can move out. If I pop her head off, her arms can move out. Okay, they are very stiff. They can rotate back and forth. She does have a single jointed elbow with rotation, so a swivel in the gauntlet, hinge in the wrist. Wrong hinge for holding stuff, which sucks because we do have the right hands with Neve, but it is what it is. Maybe there'll be a hands pack later that matches these guys. How tight is... Okay, it actually does rotate somewhat, so that's not too bad. Torso can lean back, can lean forward. I would say the female gets a little bit more range than the male, but that's just me. Hips work fine. They can move in and out, forward and back. Thigh cut works. She does have a single jointed knee, but on her, it is stiff as a dog. But I did heat it up, so it's not nearly as bad, but it's still really tight. My scapular had a really tight knee on this side, by the way. Excuse me, scapula. She does have a boot swivel down there as well, or a swivel below the knee, and then her foot can rotate, can hinge up, down, and she does have a rocker. So there you go. And peg holes at the bottom of the feet, both of them. So yeah, not a bad 2-pack. If you like dwarves, then you're gonna absolutely love this thing. It's probably be your favorite set in the wave. I know there's a lot of people who really like dwarves, and that's cool. You know, somebody has to like them. That somebody ain't me. You know, I prefer goblins if we're talking like small characters. But I think these dwarves, if this is how dwarves are going to be moving forward, I might start liking dwarves a little bit more than I have in the past. Because these are cool. I like these bodies. I like these body types. I think they're a lot better than the dwarves we used to get. It's just, how many more dwarves are we going to get that use the old parts? I mean, really. I don't have them yet, but there is that Sir Valgard from Legion's Con / there's supposed to be an in-stock sale. Was it next month? Where you could pick up the version 2 of him. But I think he uses a lot of old parts still. So these really do feel like, at the moment, something special and something different, which is, I think, the most important thing when it comes to these dwarves. So before I wrap this up, let's bring in our 2 regulars. We got Brother Mandibolith here, and the infamous 11 Spawn, who, as usual, towers over everyone because they're freaking dwarves. Like, spoiler alert, I guess. So with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and if you're a fan of the dwarves from the Mythic Legions line, brought to us by the fine folks over at 4 Horsemen Studios, then you are going to absolutely adore this 2-pack. However, if you're like me, and dwarves have never really been your thing, you still might get some enjoyment out of this 2-pack, but it's probably not going to be your favorite thing from the wave. Me personally, this was never something I was 100% looking forward to, but I'm glad I have, because I could see this going for a pretty penny on the secondary market once retailers sell out of it. So if you are inclined to pick up some more updated dwarf figures for your Mythic Legions collection, or collection in general, because they can work outside of Legions, in my opinion anyways, I would definitely say pick this one up and check it out, along with the Dwarf Weapons Pack, because it never hurts to spruce up your figures just a little bit, with a little bit of extra pizzazz, as they say. So, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.